Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is my Fifi La Pew Pew, the 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, and we're on the north spawn of Winterberg. Now this game was part of a live stream, a 12-hour live stream with MaxMax, and on this occasion with DDR4. And DDR4 was there for most of the game. He only dropped out to have some meal. But, yep, something unfortunate happened in this battle. And you're going to see it in a little while. Okay. Now I want to head a bit north because I want to fire into the city. And you can't really do that when you're close to the buildings just further back there. So you need to move a little further north to get closer to these buildings. Okay, setting up and just about ready to shoot. I decided to go behind the stug, not behind the bush, because the bush would be too obvious. And I see a Type T34 coming in, fire a round in straight away on the fly because I was almost zeroed in on him, and I thought, well, I might as well try. Okay, I saw an enemy moving across there. KV-220, fire around in, but it's just a little too late. I should have held on to the shot there because I could have hit the KV-1 or the other tanks as they were crossing the road with much more precision. And I then moved to try and get the KV-220, but he'd already crossed the road. Looked across the road there to see if I could hit that T67. No joy. The 220's come around the corner, and he was backing out as he was attacking this Sherman 3. He was bringing the Sherman 3 into a corner, so I fire a round in. It wasn't precisely behind him, but the Sherman gets out because he's trapped. So I put another round in, and this time I get a direct hit in the rear, and it does damage the KV-220, and he's out the game. Okay, I tried to look at fire at the KV-1, but he's behind that tower. Behind the shirt, I fire one just in case that tank was unsighted. Unfortunately he wasn't, he was hiding. Can't hit the T67, not quite. But I want to discourage him from poking his head around the corner because he's firing quite a lot. So I fire around next to him. Look into the village, see can I hit anything in the village? No, not really. No sight lines there. I have got a view there on that corner. And I fired around thinking that Chinu was going to go through, but he didn't. He actually went the other way. And I can't get a shell through the gaps. So, no, that's no good. Can't do that one. So, anyway, I look out into the enemy back area because I know a Type T34 was last seen there. No joy. Then I see this Stug 3 and I think, yeah, I can hit him. He is within range and he's positioning himself where I can actually put a shell into him. Unfortunately he moves, he pulls away, pulls forward, and now he's obscured. I can't get him. And he's taken out the game before I can do anything. IKV crossing the back. We've got a 4-tank advantage here now. I fire a round in the hope that it would actually catch the IKV as he retreated. There's that Type T34, the one I fired at initially. He's being attacked by DDR4. I'm aimed at the Type T34, but the shell hits DDR4 and takes him out. Now you could see that if you run that back, and I will run it back now so you can actually see it. I was definitely aiming at the T34, but for some reason the shell hit DDR4. And I'm amazed that happened because I wasn't aiming at DDR4. Look, see? Reticule's on the Type T34. And there, DDR4 is the one who gets the shell instead in his chaffee. So, obviously, I'm very apologetic, but I fire a round in. Missed the Type T34 with the first round. But he does pop up again very shortly. There he does. And, right, okay, I've got you, sunshine. And he's tracked. Rounds out, and he's one out the game. So there's only 3 enemies left. A leopard, and he collides with the Stug 4. I dial in on the leopard, but I'm reluctant to fire because he's so close, but I have to in the end. but it's okay because he's been taken out by the Stug. And then of course we've got this Stug 4 down here, and I thought, right, dial in on him, rounds out, and he pulls back, pulls out of the way of that shell, and before I can get another round into him, he's taken out. But my round does hit the wreck, so I would have killed him even though he was killed before I could fire. So another team kill this time, but it wasn't my fault, Governor. The shell didn't go where it was supposed to go. I was aiming at the T-34, or the Type T-34, but the shell didn't hit the Type T-34. It went straight for Deadhedge. It must have been magnetically attracted to him. And I'm sure Deadhedge is going to see this replay and he's going to think, oh, well, it wasn't aimed at me. It was aimed at the T-34. It was, honestly. I didn't do it on purpose, but I've now got a bit of a reputation for team killings. But I'm not the worst one in my clan for team killings, so at least I've got that comfort. If we look at the team scores for that one, I only hit 2 tanks during that, or 3 tanks during that battle. The Type T-34, which I actually took out, the KV-220, which I hit in the rear and enabled him to be taken down, and of course Deadhedge by taking him out, the ally. And I did, what was it? 167 damage to him. Ouch, that's quite a lot. So although I appear at the top of the table there, I'm actually way down at the bottom, and it gave me 0 kills even though I took out the Type T-34, and I'm well down when it comes to base XP. So there you go. Sorry Deadhedge, didn't mean to kill you, meant to kill the T-34, but unfortunately RNG said no, you're going to kill Deadhedge, and it happened. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I won't be killing any teammates in the next battle. Hopefully it'll be one of your replays and it'll be a lot more fun. So thanks very much for watching this one.